Dobry den, tovarzysz.
Hey, Nat, if I said you had a great body, would you hold it again?
I like you, Crypto, but I will neuter you if I have to.
Fair enough. Hey, gorgeous, did you find out any more about those tunnels?
What I found is a scientist who works in the organic weapon technology program here. He knows all about the machines in those tunnels. I, persuaded him to talk.
So you persuaded the scientist to talk, huh? Did he survive the persuasion?
Violence isn't the answer to everything, Crypto. For example, have you noticed the male-to-female ratio in this village?
You sly dog.
Hey, all I did was sit there.
What'd you find out? Is there any easy way to shut those things down?
Those pumping machines are actually organic little nuclear reactors. Incredible! Not to mention highly unstable. A nuclear fuel rod placed inside one will overload it and cause a meltdown.
And there just happens to be a nuclear plant in town. Ought to be a few fuel rods lying around.
Exactly! If you get some fuel rods, Sergei and I will smuggle them into the tunnels.
Okay, Goldie, I'll get your fuel rods for you, but I expect a big reward.
Agent Sergei is acquiring some transportation as we speak. He'll meet you when you find them. You can ask him for your reward.
He's not snow. What else is there being? Maple! There's the nipple! Party around my I'm having this is why the rolling naked is... Icebreaker ship is finally arrived with fuel rod supplies. Good God. Has depression really gotten so bad that I'm looking forward to such mundanities? I should just be irradiating myself to death and get it over with.
What is that? Give us the child for 8 years, and it will be a Bolshevik forever. And probably a Red Sox fan.
Can only give so many beatings in a day. Comrade down!
The sensors on the saucer are picking up some significant radiation levels near you, Crypto. Either Gastro's gout is acting up, or there must be fuel rods nearby.
I would be shooting you! Whoa. I would be shooting you! I could...
That container there is giving off mucho radiation. I'll bet the humans are using it to transport the fuel rods. Agent Sergey is waiting with a truck not far from here. I know how you feel about him, Crypto, but you must conquer your personal issues and take him those fuel rod containers.
Thou obviously canst not land if thy landing zone is bestrewn with drums filled with toxic wastes. Get rid of those barrels! If I were not omniscient, I would be impressed. Really, now, don't take it personally. Landing zone activated.
Thank you, comrade. I will single-handedly load this container onto the truck while you get the next one. I can use the workout.
Those fuel rod containers are actually quite enormous. And yet, Agent Sergey can lift them onto that truck all by himself. Most impressive.
I meant to...
It's a miracle how many containers Sergey can carry. He's quite a specimen. Wouldn't you agree, Crypto?
but you proved me wrong. Crypto, it looks like some of our enemies have currently passed through out. Try to deal with... Where are you, comrade? I'm not likely to make it to the safe house without some protection. Where are you, comrade? I'm not likely to make it to the safe house without some protection.
You think?
Where are you, comrade? I'm not likely to make it to the safe... Where are you, comrade? I'm not likely to make it to the safe house without some protection. Where are you, comrade? I'm not likely to make it to the safe house without some protection. We're almost... The truck is under attack! We must protect this cargo with our very lives! Courage, comrade! Where are you, comrade? I'm not likely to make it to the safe house without some protection.
Well done, Crypto! Our cargo has arrived at the safe house. Now come and see me.
Whoa, look at that. Finished already. And here I was, just getting started. Of course, I work out. Don't know if you knew that.
Thank you, Crypto. Sergey and I can take it from here.
I'll bet. Hey, how about I just stick around and help you out myself? You know, since I'm already here, I'm sure Sergey's a busy guy. You know, embassies to bug, dissidents to torture.
You're very generous, Crypto, but I think he can find the time. I'll rejoin you once he and I have disabled the machines in the caves. Until then, try and stay out of trouble.
Well, that wasn't condescending. So, he makes time with my girl while I sit around and twiddle my phalangopods. Is that it? Well, homie, don't play that. I made it through a whole nother game all by myself. I don't need anybody's permission to knock some monkey heads. Certainly not some chicks. Yeah.
Hello, Ski.
Hello, comrade. I'm starving and broke. Little help here, what do you say?
Sure. If you are telling me which drink caused major problems in Bay City, America, recently.
Not that that's a weird question or anything, but the answer's Revelade.
Oh, thank God you're here. I'm so tired of trying to talk like a Russian. You have any idea how hard it is?
Not really.
You're about to find out. I got a job for you. While going undercover. Think you can handle it?
Depends. What's in it for me?
Glory, honor, yeah, I got nothing. But I want revenge. The snitch who got a friend of mine arrested. He's probably dead by now, but the snitch is still alive. He'll be in the food line, somewhere nearby.
We should not be feeding proletariat. Hungry people are being easier to beat up.
Science Town is nice to be giving out food. I am not knowing scientists are caring about proletariat.
Science Town could be developing food pill. Then we are not needing to stand in line. Who am I kidding? Is Soviet Union? We stand in line to die. Am I being right here, people? Hello? Is this thought being on?
I am leaving to be elf.
Capitalists are no more capable of self-sacrifice than a man is capable of lifting himself up by his own bootstraps. Have you ever tried that?
KGB headquarters, how may I directing your call?
No need to worry, we got him.
Good work, Ski.
I am glad Science Town is having food lines. Ladling out gruel each day was making helmets stink.
Mind says Lenin, but body says Olga Korbut. Science Town could be developing food pill. Then we are not needing to stand in line. Who am I kidding? Is Soviet Union?
Am I being drunk? Or am I being just sober in Soviet Union? Is difference.
He's wrong to be wondering if lava torture was making Stalin better lover. Worse than Ivan Zadnitsa.
Science Town is nice to be giving out food. I am not knowing scientists are caring about proletariat. Why opiate of masses? Why not barbiturate of masses? Leningrad, Schmeningrad, no. Schlodovodorisigrad. I would be feeling guilty for turning over American spy, but he is having such nice shoes. Show me scruple which can stand up to warm toskies.
Being so decadent.
Привет, товарищ. How's it hanging?
Little to the left. Hey, not bad, Goldie. So just shut down the pumps in the tunnels with those fuel rods?
Niet. Too much KGB heat on the tunnels because of the theft. I should have seen it coming. Anyway, it's too dangerous for Sergei and me to infiltrate them now.
Well, we gotta shut those pumps down. Whole town smells like Newark.
Oh, we will, Crypto. Have no fear. And this time, I want you on the job. I need you to carry a fuel rod into each of the tunnels and place it in the reactor of each of the pumping machines. Sergei and I have hidden a container of fuel rods near each tunnel.
Wait, you lost me. Didn't you say the tunnel entrances were crawling with KGB?
Da, but not while the scientists conduct their weekly radiation tests.
No sweat, dollface. Consider those pumps out of order.
I don't expect you to carry that fuel rod into the tunnel with your bare phalangopods, Crypto. Use your psychokinesis.
Use your sizes! We're sending in reinforcements!
I wouldn't have thought humans had the technology to make an organic machine like this. It seems far beyond their primitive capabilities. You're looking for an opening in the machine to stick the fuel rod in. Ought to be able to get that all right. There's an opening on the machine on this side. A chain reaction in the reactor! The reactor's overreacting! Get out of there, Crypto! Before the whole cavern explodes!
Whoa!
Are you completely corrupt or simply stupid? Stop, in the name of...
Not be sneaky. There's something vaguely alien about all this, Crypto. I can't quite put my phalangopod on it. Oh well, it'll come to me. Carry on! The reactor is overloading, Crypto! Get out fast! It's going to blow!
I am hearing of this sensation. Where are they going?
Well, you...
A strange feeling about this place. A strange sort of deja vu. Brains would like you to know what's under that gas cloud surface. Excellent work, Crypto. Now hurry and get out of there before that machine explodes. Done, Crypto. That's the last of the reactors shut down. Now, head up to the base and see if that gas cloud is clearing. And you might want to hold
Bada bing, bada boom. Look at those bad boys burn. Hold the phone. What do these freaks want?
Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, that machinery looks suspiciously familiar. Oh my. Holy hookers of Arkvoodle! Crypto, do you know who these freaks are?
They're not commie cabbage heads?
Great galaxies, no! They're not even human! They're the enemy! Our enemy! The enemy we Furons defeated in the Martian War! Crypto! They're Blisk!
Blisk? Wait a minute. I thought we wiped the Blisk out.
I have no explanation! I can barely believe my senses! But a few of them must have somehow survived!
Not for long. Attention, Blisk. I am Cryptosporidium of the planet Furon. This planet is now a territory of the Furon Empire. And your asses belong to me.
As if those crabby shells aren't bad enough! Crypto, keep those Blisk away from the radioactive gas! It appears to recharge their shields! Try using a different weapon, Crypto. You must have something that Crypto! A real barn burner! I'm rather proud of you. Now, come back to the holobox unit. I've got more to tell you about these Blisk. I'm glad you're here, Crypto. We need to hunker down and do some serious strategizing.
You know any place I can get one of those big furry hats? My ears are freezing off.
You don't have any ears.
See? That's what I'm saying. Tell me about it. You gotta fill me in on this whole Blisk thing, Pox.
My hard drive is spinning. I hardly know where to begin. They're huge, hideous brutes with giant claws and withering halitosis. They have a single hive mind and an imperviousness to radiation. They take to it like a pig to mud. Imagine a cockroach mating with a lobster.
Oi, enough already. You're making me queasy.
Humans assumed the Tunguska blast of 1908 was caused by a meteorite. But now we know its true cause. The fiery crash of a Blisk warship.
Listen, I skipped most of military history. How'd that war get started, anyway?
Millennia ago, Mars was an ocean world, and the Blisk ruled an underwater paradise. Frankly, they were more than a little cocky about it. The war was long and bitter, but in the end, we reduced their world to desert and wiped them out! Or so we thought. We obliterated most of their warships, though one we could not account for. We assumed it had been destroyed, but it must have been merely disabled, and drifted helplessly through space until it crash-landed here on Earth.
And I'm guessing the Krabbies ain't the forgiving type.
After what we did to them, not bloody likely.
Yeah, well, don't you worry your virtual little head, Pox. This time they're going down for good.
A bold statement. Many Furons fell thanks to the Blisk. And there's another problem. Since the war, the Furon defense budget has been downsized. I fear that most of our current weapons will be ineffective against the Blisk.
Downsize the defense budget? What the hell the Emperor do that for?
The Blisk were exterminated. No one else posed such a lethal threat. We didn't need the big guns. But none of us saw this coming.
Okay, well, at least we know what we're up against. What do you want me to do?
I'll contact you with new orders as soon as I have some idea what's going on. Until then, just don't do anything rash.
Rash, me? Nah, I got a cream for that. Cleared it right up.